Okay. All right. So I'm recording now. Okay. So we will go ahead and get started, and I'm sure people will come back on. Let's see, don't think we need to mute right now. If it gets loud, I'll mute everybody. Amanda, whenever you want to talk, just unmute. Well, you can just unmute yourself for the whole time. If I have to mute anybody, just go ahead and click unmute. But as of right now, if for some reason y'all hear as I'm talking or Amanda's talking, y'all hear background noises. That's one of the biggest things that annoys me is and people trying to talk and all that. So if y'all hear that, just right there down on the chat on the bottom, just say, hey, I can't hear, or it's loud or something, and I'll mute everybody again, because sometimes people come on and they fall through the cracks, and then that's loud and all that good stuff. So y'all just let me know if I need to do that. Okay, so tonight's call is about personal growth and maintaining. And I know Sweet Amanda is going to, she will talk to you very politely, very gently. If y'all know me, I shoot it straight to the point. So if I want everybody to know on this call that, that's listening to this recording, that, you know, these two things are very vital in this business. And everybody is going to have their methods, their ways. Y'all know me. I've been your leader the whole time we've been on this. I'm just going to shoot it straight to you. And, you know, let's just, we're just going to learn how to grow and learn how to develop from these tips that we give today. So, but if you don't know Amanda has definitely, she has grabbed a hold of this business and just literally ran with it. She has gone Ruby in what, Amanda? 6 months?
I think so. No, it's like 4.5.
4.5
months.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Ridiculously crazy. She's my first Ruby, and I spent some time with her in Kona, and really just I sat and watched and observed her. She didn't even know I was doing this, but I just watched how she really talked to her customers, talked to her ambassadors, talked to her people. And you could tell that they felt very comfortable dealing with her, and she felt very comfortable dealing with them. So I honestly learned a lot from the way she spoke to her people. And just, it was so refreshing being with her for that week, because it was like a breath of fresh air when she would talk to her people, and then she would just tell me, she would just want to be so excited. Hey, listen to what this person did. And this person added this person. I mean, and she was just so excited. You could tell she was just wrapped up in her team. And, that was just really amazing for me to see. Hold on just a second. And it just, okay, hold on. Amanda, if you want to talk, whenever you want to talk, just mute yourself. It just brought kind of a whole new, a new perspective for me on kind of managing and maintaining your customers. So I have definitely have her to thank for that. She is like the rock star of that. So I'm going to let her, we're going to kind of take this twofold. We're both really just going to talk about both topics together. So the first one that's near and dear to my heart is personal growth. And y'all, we all know with this business, the key to this business is you've got to add more than you lose, okay? And if you are not adding and you are losing, your business is going to go backwards. And that is the one thing that, in this business, you really want to strive hard not for your business to do is go backwards. And that, like I said, that simple formula is add more than you lose. So the first part of that is we got to add. Okay, so I want to talk to you guys about all of these things we've talked about, but it's just really, really nice to hear it one more time and maybe in a different way. But, okay, so personal growth aspect. I hear it all the time. I'm doing all the right things. I'm posting. I am reaching out. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. Why is this not working for me? And one of the main things that I have to say about that is, are you selling or are you sharing? That is the big factor here. Are you selling something or are you sharing something? Let's talk about the two differences of those. Selling, what does that look like? That looks like an individual who walks around drinking a Coke, who always complains about being tired, who, just kind of is negative, and really just doesn't present themselves physically, or just their presence or anything like that, does not present themselves in a way that really we should. That is someone who you can really just tell, okay, they are not a reflection of what they are posting about. And I'm not talking size-wise. I'm not talking anything like that. I'm just talking about, what are you reflecting versus sharing. Okay, if you are walking around drinking your Slim, if you are going to the gym, taking a picture of your bottle of Boost or your hot guns like Jessica has, or you are, just really showing people how Plexus has given you the energy to, go to the park and run around and chase your kids. Or I love that laying on the floor picture Amanda had. I mean, that's so simple, but it's so incredibly true. We all know that. So you've got to post in a way or live your life in a way that people ask, what are you doing? Because then that becomes sharing. That becomes, let me tell you what I'm doing. You've got to grab hold of this and do what I'm doing. So selling, not living your life in the way you're posting about, just posting about it to make a buck. Sharing, living your life, having full belief in these products, loving these products, and letting it show, two completely different things. So the second part of personal growth the first part of personal growth that I really want to talk about are the twofold parts that we all know about. And after this, I'm going to let Amanda talk. But the two parts that are super, super duper important is posting and cold messaging. And one cannot be done without the other at all. Okay. Let's talk about why. Okay. So person A over here says, I am a phenomenal poster. I post all the time. I've got, 2 posts a day, every single day. But I don't really do well with cold messaging. And I'm probably not ever going to reach out and cold message. I'm scared of people. I don't want people to say no. I don't want people to get mad at me. I'm just going to post. Okay? Well, that's fine until people stop liking and people stop messaging you, because that happens. The people that are going to be curious are going to do that the first couple of weeks, first couple of months that you are posting, and then that's going to stop. Then what? Well, then you're going to get frustrated because nobody's liking, nobody's commenting, and more than likely you're going to quit. Okay? That's what happens if you just post. Let's talk about just cold messaging. I don't really have the time to post. I'll post one time a week, and then maybe I'll post next week. Or, hey, I'm doing really good for 2 days, and then I'm not going to post again until the next week. I'm just very inconsistent with posting, but I can message people. Okay, well, you message people, and that person says, hey, you interested in Plexus? Well, okay, let me go back and look at their wall. Let me see what their wall looks like. Let me see if I can see their passion on their wall. And they go back to their wall or your wall, and there is nothing. Okay, well, she's trying to get me to buy something that I don't see her believing in. You see what I'm saying? So you have to do a combination of both of those in order to be successful with this business. Bare minimum, guys, you can do 2 posts a day and reach out to 5 people a day. And that is where your list of 100 comes in. If you have that list of 100 and you need to train your downlines to form that list of 100, write your list of 100, 5 people at a time on a calendar for a month. And, sit down and take 10 minutes a day and just go through those 5 people. Check, 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 check. And you're done. Load that buffer with 2 posts a day. You really have to make sure that you are doing both of those, no doubt. And the last thing that I'll say about personal growth before I turn it over to Amanda is, how do you attract your people? How what is your wow factor? I did a live video about that the other day. What is your wow factor? What is, your delivery? You have to envision that you as an ambassador have a friend that is interested in the business. If we all stop right now and we think about that one friend that you know that right now that has not done Plexus. Get them in your mind, okay? Y'all thinking about him? Now, you have to think that friend has 5 other Plexus people on her newsfeed. That's not you. What are you doing with your post, with your everyday life, in your conversation in general? What are you doing to separate yourself from those people? And I want y'all to think about that. Are you posting enough about the relationships that you have on this team? Are you posting enough about, the financial freedom, about your leadership ability? A lot of people don't post about that, but y'all, that is huge. I did a video about wanting 3 people because I am a firm believer in leading and locking arms and taking you somewhere. What can you offer to people, that attracts you to Plexus as well? So Amanda, I'm going to give you the floor for a little bit and let you talk about your side of personal growth.
Okay. Oh, and first of all, I know I guess my internet's kind of bad. It keeps like kicking me off the call and I keep coming back. So I'm not leaving you guys on purpose. But okay. Well, like Brooke said, when I first started, I watched Julia's boot camp video. And you guys, we are so blessed that somebody is telling us exactly what to do. We do not have to figure this out. These people are making so much money by doing these simple steps. And I mean, they're telling us post 3 to 5 times a day and cold message. And so, my gosh, we just have to do it. And with my posting and, what I feel works the best is definitely personal posts. So every day I will pick something, for example, like, okay, I'm going to post about how much energy it's giving me, and I'm going to take a picture, with it. And I'll actually, if I'm dressed in a day, I'll take a picture with each product just so I have it in my album. And then so each day, and I know Brooke was saying what sets you apart, and I tell people, and I've said, I don't even know who I said this to, I'm like, look, take really good pictures, because guess what, your picture's going to stand out in the news feed more so than anybody else's picture. So take a good picture. Don't just screenshot, and don't some people won't crop off the black part, that they've screenshotted. Save it if you're going to save a picture also. But take good pictures. That's a good thing. And then, like I said, pick a topic. So I'll pick, okay, I'm going to post about how I sleep well, and then I'll take a picture with whatever product it is, or have it in my album, and then also make posts that people can relate to, and that pull on people's heartstrings too, because we are all suffering. Everybody is suffering with some issue, whether it's pain or energy or time with your kids or money. And I've learned that the things that are hardest to post about are what people want to hear. So every now and then, I'll just think of something, and while I'm in my car, I'll voice record it on my notes, and then, fix it up a little bit when I get home. But those are the hardest posts to make, but those get the most attention. And I always have people message me after I make posts like that. But definitely every day, it can't be just, which, 2 to 3 is a lot to post at first, but make one personal, and then the other one, make it an informational one, and then make it a testimony also. And I'm always shocked at stuff that I haven't even put a lot of thought in. It will trigger somebody to message me, about that testimony. And I'm like, wow, that really worked, even though I didn't really care about it, but somebody cares about it out there. So that's the main thing with posting. And cold messaging, this is how I look at it. Okay, I don't care who you are. It is hard to cold message at first, but I mean, you're being told what to do, so just get over it and do it, but how you have to look at cold messaging, because really truly most people do ignore me, or they don't necessarily ignore me, but I look at it like planting a seed. Okay, so you have to cold message to plant a seed, and it's more than just messaging them. It's now your stuff is going to show up in their news feed just by messaging them. Okay, so now I've planted that seed with them, and now I need to nurture it. And how you nurture that seed is with your post every day. So you're posting a variety of things every day, and then one day, and then I wait a few weeks. Let's say they've ignored me. Then a few weeks later, I'll message them back and pretend like I don't know that they've check my message. You know how you can tell they've seen your message, and you're like, okay, you read it and you didn't message me back. Well, I'll just say, hey, I don't know if you saw my message before, but and then I'll go on about Plexus like they hadn't read it. And but all those weeks I know they've been seeing my posts. They have to. And also another way you nurture that seed is you comment and post on all their stuff every day. Every day. I do all my friends that are not on Plexus. That's what I do. So, and you keep nurturing the seed, and guess what? A few months later, you've got fruit in the form of a customer or an ambassador. It's happening. And I've only been doing this since May. And I cold message people back in May that are now joining, and I'm like, wow. And they'll say, oh, I'm sorry I hadn't messaged you. And I've cold messaged them like 5 times. And finally, I'm like, either I wore them down or they're, I don't know. But so it really works, you guys. And the thing is, if you don't ever know what to post or what to message, my gosh, we have a whole team that will tell you what to do. Heck, give me your password and your Facebook username, and I'll pretend I'm you on your page. I'm totally kidding. I won't do that. But we're so lucky that we don't have to figure out anything on our own. So and that's really it. You just it's so simple. You just have to do it. Yes, it's work, but if you want something bad enough, you're going to do it. I can't stand when people are like, I really want it. And I'm like, okay, you haven't posted anything. So what's wrong? Like, I don't understand people like that. So,
well, and I love what you said. Because we all think about, the people that we are trying to reach out to. We talk a lot about, messaging them, or whatever, but I love what you said about liking their stuff and commenting on their stuff as well. I think that is huge, to continue to get yourself out there to those people. I think that's really huge. So.
Oh yeah, for sure. And I don't cold message people right away. I will have liked their stuff for a week or two and commented on their kids' pictures or whatever, because these are people that I probably haven't talked to in 15 years. So it's kind of weird for me to just message them out of the blue.
Well, and that goes back to the selling versus sharing too. You messaging them right at the beginning, that's selling. Okay. But interacting and letting them see you live your life, you then become sharing, which is what that's definitely all about. So does anybody, before we move on to the maintaining portion, does anybody have any questions that they want to bring up on the personal growth part? You can also chat your down at the bottom. You can chat your question if you don't want to talk. We understand. I'm just kidding. Okay, so personal growth, again, y'all, just make sure that is at the forefront of not only your personal business, but that is the forefront of your duplication process as well, because everything we talk about obviously is for you, but it is also for you to hold on to and duplicate down to the people that are going to join on your team. So, okay, so I'm going to open up the floor again to Amanda. She's going to lead us off with the maintaining portion. She's phenomenal at this. I really personally fully believe that this is her strong suit. Everybody's got strengths in this business, and I really think that this is where she really shines. Of course, she can add people all day long, but her retaining and her relationships that she forms with her people are just absolutely phenomenal. So I'm going to go ahead and turn this over to her, and then I'll kind of recap.
Okay. Well, when I started and I was adding people, and I added several at first, and I mean, not like Fast Start Gold or anything, but I did. And then I remember, Brooke, you were saying, you're like, you can get.
Kicked her out. Hold on, you're muted.
Sorry, it kicked me
Okay.
off. I don't know what happened.
Okay.
Okay. So I remember, Brooke, you were saying, like, you can get to gold by yourself pretty much, but past team working for you, which I still the whole time I was gung-ho with building my, level 1. Building relationships with people on my team. I'm really excited about it. And is that okay? That's not me cutting off. And luckily, I mean, I got my best friend signed up. She had everyone on my team who's selling. Nobody joined the team to sell. We all fell in love with the products. And then I just
Whoops. Can you hear me, Amanda? Okay, hold on. Oh, wait.
so sorry.
Oh, there you go.
I'm not moving. It just cuts off. So anyways, I remember talking to my best friend about it. I'm like, hey, we can do this Plexus thing. And I said, let's just take over. Let's do this, And that's just kind of how I talked to her and how I talked to everybody else about it, and I really only know like 2 people on my team, like before Plexus, that are working the business. The other people I met through Plexus, but I treat and this is just me, period. I treat people like I've always known them. I'm not scared to reach out to new people, so I reach all the way down to level 4, 5, 6, just to talk to them and say hello. And I build relationships with them just like I do friends that are not on Plexus. I comment and I post on all their posts, all their pictures. I don't know them, but I want to get to know them, So I do that. And so when I decide I want to just message them, voice message them, I've already built a little relationship with them by commenting and posting on all their stuff. And then I reach out and say, hey, I do Plexus with Beverly, and I just wanted to say welcome, and please let me know if you have questions about, the products, or if you're interested in the business. And, I never, ever try to convince anyone to do anything, but if I tell you this, with as far as growing the team more and more, if I get a hint of anyone that is interested in the business, I message them right away. I do not wait for their upline to put me in a 3-way message. I just treat them like they're my friend, and then I start working with them if they'll message me back. Some people don't message me back, but that's okay too. I'll message them again. I'll make them my friend eventually.
You'll break them down.
I'm going to break them down. They're going to communicate. But, you accept my friend request. I'm thinking, you're on my team. You can accept my friend request. I swear I'm not going to hound you. But I'm like, girl, come on. But, I mean, I do really. I friend everyone on your team. Build relationships with them. The whole business is about relationships. And I made some of my best friends it's May who are on my team, you know, and I love them just like I do my best friend. And so I don't know. That's the key, is relationships for sure.
Yeah, you are so right. I was talking to somebody today about, just leadership and, what sets somebody apart and, makes people under them really want to grab a hold of this business and run with it. And it's relationships, okay. So you have to think about this. Think about it this way. So if you have somebody on your team that you think could possibly be interested in the business, what are you portraying to them that this business is about? Are you just really scratching and clawing and trying to, hey, you've got to work this business, you've got to do this, you've got to do that? I mean, does that come off as an act of desperation to them? Or do you sit back? Do you friend them? Do you have patience with them? Do you comment on their stuff? Do you form that relationship with them and then let them come to you? That says to them, dang, this business, if there's not a sense of urgency for her to get me to work this business, that must mean she's secure with her business. And I want to be a part of that. I want to work a business like that I don't have to scratch and claw and dig my way, into success with this business. And I think, like Amanda said, I really think that is what is setting people apart. It's that I'm going to go back to this. It's selling versus sharing. It's a cold sell, a cold message of buy this, buy this, buy this, or it is a share. I have extreme passion with these products. I'm not going anywhere. You can buy from me or you don't buy from me. That's fine. I'm going to keep sharing. I'm going to form this relationship with you. I'll be here on your time. I think that is huge. Just letting people know that you are not hard up for a sale. You are not hard up for somebody to join your team. That is not what this is all about. This is all about delivering passion to people and really just grabbing a hold of that and just kind of embracing that. And I think the more you can relax in that, the more that kind of comes off and your people see that. Your Facebook audience sees that in your post. Your people that you cold message, your friends that you go out to the park with, everybody sees that. And it's all about what are you portraying to say to them, I want to do what she's doing. Because I can guarantee you, if you're chasing yourself crazy and you look stressed out every single time you go somewhere and, Plexus, I've got to do this again. And always on your phone and, doing this, doing that. And, you can't do anything without your phone in front of you. And what are you doing? Why are you not having fun at this event? I'm doing Plexus. I'm having a magic. Nobody wants to be a part of that. Nobody. I mean, nobody. I have a story for y'all. I was at my son's fun run. This was a couple of weeks back. And I was on a group chat with somebody. I don't even know who. And I was just, there was like a break in it or whatever. And I was just over on my phone and I was just like laughing, like hysterically laughing or whatever. Anyway, so I put it up and I finished, after I was taking pictures of Brody, just finished. Anyway, a day or two later, we had a play date. And she said, and this girl said, I got a question for you. I said, what is that? She said, when you were over there on your phone, she said, were you working? I said, yeah, pretty much. She's like, I figured that. She's like, I can see the look of just passion and fun and, you make me want to join this team. And I thought, that is what it is all about is, you're not just selling products, you are selling yourself as well. And, your image of what you are portraying, you are a health and wellness company. So what are you, doing to show people that you are taking care of your health and your wellness? That's huge. But otherwise, also in the maintaining process that I wanted to talk about, y'all, is customer service. Please, 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 if you do nothing else in this business, when you add customers, whether they are wholesale customers, which are also ambassadors, or just regular customers, please, please, please touch base with them and follow up with them and make sure they have the right products in their hands. A month, I would say 2 months on Triplex is too long. After 2 months, they've got a surplus of BioCleanse. So let's change up their products. Let's see what else we can put in their hands to really just get them happy and make them happy, and just really embrace that. Make sure that all the people that you are adding as wholesale ambassadors and regular ambassadors are added to our team pages, that they are plugged in, that you are sending your upline a message and saying, hey, this person we just added, she's super excited to get wholesale prices, or she's super excited to work the business. We want to connect with them. It's like Amanda said, we want to form that relationship with them as soon as possible. That is huge. Make that list of 100. I was talking to somebody today about getting started, about making that first move to get started. Y'all, tell your people it's simple to get started. Post consistently, reach out to people consistently, and make that list of 100. Sit down, and if people say, I just need a jump start to get started, okay, make your list of 100 and screenshot it to me and send it to me tomorrow. Boom, you've gotten started. Now, let's break down this list 1 through 5, and let's really dig in and cold message them. 5 people, that's all I'm asking you to do. And then, here, let me help you with 2 posts. Let's do this. And just really, it's like Amanda said at the beginning of the meeting, we are giving the steps that you need. We are handing this to you. And I told the person today that I was talking to, I can't physically walk over to your house and push your fingers on your phone and make you do this. I can't. Okay. Amanda can't, Jessica can't, Chris can't. We can't do that for you. But what we can do is give you the tools that you need, to be successful with this business. And those 2 huge tools are for personal growth, and they are for maintaining your downline once you do get them. November, I woke up in November and I was like, wow, I harp so much on personal growth, on adding. And then I look at the back office and I see all of these white lines. And, now since our, back office or our company has said we don't have to have backup orders set, that's just even more of the reason why we've got to check in with our people and maintain customer service. I do want you all to try to attend. I've broken up to individual teams on Tuesday. I'm going to talk to a lot more people, but if you are on the team that has a Zoom call on Tuesday night, this one's going to be huge, because we're going to talk about a different mindset for customer service, one that I think is really going to be beneficial and help us out tremendously. So, questions? Does anybody have any questions? This is a live Q&A. This can be on anything we talked about or on anything completely different. Just unmute yourself or you can chat. That's all I have before we take questions. So ask away, please. Got anything?
I have a question.
Okay.
Okay, so started the maintaining like Amanda, because I talked to Amanda about 2 months ago, and she told me that secret about don't wait for the 3-way call, go ahead and message them. So I've been doing that. But what about getting a new relationship with my white lines? Like, how should, I'll message them, but they never respond back. So what do I do to get a relationship started now that, some of us have been doing this 10 months, a year. So what's your advice for that?
Well, me personally, I know Brooke probably has her answer, but I would go to their Facebook page and just start commenting and liking all of their stuff. That's what I would do if they're not messaging you back. And then if you ever contact them again, they may feel more comfortable coming back to you they may answer you the next time if you've started commenting on all their stuff. That's what I would do.
Yes, that is great advice. I absolutely 100% would make sure you are Facebook friends with all of your white lines. And like she said, like, comment. And that's also a good way to, see if they kind of revert back to commenting about being tired, or, you know, and if you know they didn't, were not a part of our company when Edge was there, if it was before Edge, hey, have you thought about trying our new product, blah, 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 blah. So definitely friend them, follow them, like, comment, and get to know what they're posting, like Amanda said, for sure.
Hey, and then move on if they don't respond back.
You've done your part. Once you do that, you know, I never feel good about it until I know that I've put forth that effort and done that. So I would say 1, 2, 3 at the worst messages, you know, and then, yeah, like she said, move on. Anyone else? Oh, y'all see that little hand? So cute. Okay, well, if y'all don't have anything else, then I'm going to go ahead and, like I said, I'll post, I'll get this going and get the recording out and post a link here pretty soon. But, oh, wait, 2 months on Triplex, then what next for customers? Okay, yeah, we are going to talk a lot about here in the next couple of weeks. Really kind of getting people on 2 months of Triplex, and then within that 2 months, really checking in and listening to them. You know, what are your needs? What are your wants? What are you feeling from Triplex? You feel a little bit more energy. Do you want more energy? Now, do you want to lose a little bit more weight? Just really, this 2 months on Triplex and then what next is really going to force all of us to tune in to our people and follow in, check in with our people, get to know our people, and then move forward. Too often, it's so easy for us to put Triplex in their hands and then just move on because, oh, they know how to take Triplex. Yeah, but what if they're not happy on Triplex? Are you just going to let them quit because they've tried Triplex and they're done? Or are you going to put something in their hand, you know, and always go back to the moment that you tried a new product. How did you feel? You know, if you went 3 months or 4 months on the same thing and then you tried that new product, it was like, and you liked it, it was like, oh my gosh, I want to tell the world about it. I can specifically remember when I tried Boost for the first time. I was like, holy crap, I got to tell everybody. Everybody's got to like Boost. So that's kind of what we're wanting. We're wanting to get new products in their hands and for them to fall in love. Not turn everybody into someone that's selling, but retaining. That's our point. We want to retain customers and wholesale customers. So that's kind of the point of that. Anyone? And who is that says iPhone? I can't. Will you type your name just so I'll know who I'm talking to? Oh, okay. I thought your name was. Oh well. Okay. Sorry. I guess you switched. Okay.
Hey, it was Carolyn.
Yeah, I thought I saw her name earlier. I guess she just switched to her phone. That must have been what it was. Okay. She's not on the potty anymore. I'm just kidding. She wasn't on the potty to start with. It was a joke. No kidding. All right, guys. Well, thank you all. Amanda, thank you especially for coming on and doing this impromptu. I don't even think I asked her to do it. I think I was just kind of like, hey, you need to do this Zoom call with me. So thank you for graciously giving us your time and expertise for sure. We really appreciate it. So,
thank you.
All right. Bye, guys. We'll talk next time.
Bye. Bye. Thanks, Amanda.